The primary question that I receive from either writers I have never met or haven't talked to before, or writers that I'm currently working with for a long period of time: how do I get my work noticed? How do I get my work out there? And I feel for them, because we all have the same problem. But I think that what I always, and it's a difficult conversation to have, because some writers, the hard truth, are not quite yet ready to get their material out there. But how do we know we're ready? So what would you tell everybody in the audience? What is there a criteria? Is there a list?
I will attack this in two phases. Okay. So one, I agree that the primary focus should be getting the material ready. And if your material is ready, I will get there in a second. Please be patient, don't worry. But so the primary focus should be getting that material ready. And that can take a really long time. When you get started, you think it's going to be easier than it ends up being. And the thing I love most about screenwriting as a craft is the more you learn, the more you realize there is to learn. And it just gets deeper and deeper and becomes mind-melting and fascinating. And that can be really frustrating, but I personally love the challenge, have fallen in love with that process. So while you're learning and while you're working on the script, this is the time to start networking. Before you actually have anything to show anyone, you want to be building a network that's vast, so there's a lot of people in it. And they don't necessarily all even need to be in the entertainment industry. I mean, getting outside of that and just seeing how many people across industries, but yes, ideally in entertainment as well, that you can meet and regularly keep in contact with. And it depends on your relationship with them. I mean, if you're good friends, you can touch base every week or month. And if you don't know them that well, every 6 months to a year, but no longer than a year. Because you don't want to just pop up out of the blue and say, hi, remember me? Oh, no, well, we met 5 years ago. Will you read my script? No one will ever want to read your script if that's how you approach them. But if at the beginning, you're regularly keeping in touch, you're updating them with what you are working on, or a film festival you just went to, or what you've been watching and really love, and I think this is another crucial component, is you want to keep track of, in a Google sheet or your calendar or whatever works for you, what you talked about with these people when you touched base with them.
Totally. Database.
So keep a database. And if you see an article or a meme or have a recommendation, or if they had a recommendation for you, if they tried a restaurant that then you actually go back to that person and say,
I love that
movie, I went to that restaurant.